DoinIIMuch.TV. It's the hot seat. You know who I am. You know Big Moon. Right now we got the man, LB. What's going on?
How you doing, man? How you doing? God bless me.
How you doing, sir? Looking real sun-kissed today.
I'm feeling fruity. Heck no. Nah, we ain't doing that again. That last video just went too far. I'm sober today. 3 days clean. Now,
stubborn to the fact that you was my corona. But see how my spots clear up, I'm doing better. A letter I tried to write 1,000,000 damn times, but I could never write the words that I was saying in my mind. Now I'm fine. Still can't believe you was deceitful. It's just some things you don't do to some people. But I'm like, I'ma get better with time you fix it. Just gotta stay away from all the trifling bitches.
I'm originally, man, from Richmond, California, man. The Bay Area. Home of, E40 from Vallejo, which is like 10 minutes away. But that's my stomping grounds, man. The Spice Ones, the Fortes. I grew up around them cats. And,
so, have you ever been fishing in the Bay?
Have I ever been fishing? I'm gonna be raw with you.
Yeah.
I've went close to the water with a fishing pole, but I don't know how to fish.
Oh, wow.
I ain't seen my daddy since I was 7, man. My daddy wasn't near. I don't know how to do none of that.
Damn. That's horrible, man.
I know how to go to the catfish store and buy some catfish.
Man. You still got a Scooby-Doo fishing pole, too.
Yeah, man,
Dad,
I like it.
Dad, come back, man.
Papa, wherever you're at, come home.
So what brought you to New Mexico?
Honestly, I was co-managing my brother at the time. He was an artist, and we passed through on our way to Louisiana to do a show. Stopped at a gas station, man. Everywhere we went, we saw sell CDs. Stopped at the gas station selling CDs. Sold a CD to a promoter. Believe it or not, shout out to Straight Lace Entertainment, Tyson, and left.
Pearl King.
Yes. About 45 minutes later, he called and asked if we was interested in doing the show. He had a show coming up. I think it was Devin the Dude, Trina, and Scarface. Asked my brother if he wanted to do it. Long story short, they did it. The show could have been better as far as the people. So when we came back through Atlanta, did that show, and asked them the opportunity to promote the next one. Got in touch with Six from Reloaded Talent. He had a show coming up. We said, instead of you paying, all these people blase to do your next show, let us promote it. We came out here like 2 weeks in advance, threw ourselves in a hotel, man, right over here off Coors. Started selling. We were selling CDs and promoting his concert. Next concert was a success. Actually, it's defunct now. They done tore it down. What was it, Fantasia or Midnight Rodeo, whatever, Gotham.
Yeah.
It had been about 8 different places, but we did a show there, rocked it. It was a good turnout, and that kind of started Sharon's Boyz Promotions. We had already been doing the record label thing and had artists, but we hadn't ever promoted anything until we decided that's the only way you can guarantee you have people to promote your own show. So came through. We did maybe 3 more shows where at first it was off and on. We'd come out here for 2 weeks leading up to the show and then go to California. I still had a 9 to 5, man. Believe it or not, I'm a certified drug and alcohol counselor. Believe it or not.
Oh,
and, yeah, that's how I know I'm not a real alcoholic, see, because I know I don't have to counsel myself. But I was still working. I had that was my day job. And I went on sabbatical, man, for a month. And we hit the road, and long story short, business got so good out here, we ended up making a move. And then my brothers left me. Now they back in California, I'm the only one still here.
See, when I first moved to Albuquerque, I got a Cali Flay CD in the parking lot of Walgreens.
There you go. Pushing back, what was it, the Fives and Dimes?
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, I was supposed to be a part of that whole group, Chunkendales, something happened, I think Cali started losing weight. Next thing you know, Chunkendales, they shelved the project.
Well, if anyone know Cali Flay is the fattest vegetarian you'll ever meet.
Yeah, man.
Cali don't eat nothing but turkey, and, he don't eat no red meat. But yet, my brother's a chunky one. And Chunkendales, we working on that. It's going to be Chunkendales, for y'all that don't know, is the big version of Chippendales. Big brothers know how to work it too. We put on our thongs one leg at a time, just like you.
Yes.
And so we're going to put something together. Coming to a stage near you, ladies. I know y'all get excited. Going to pull out the squeegees, but it's going to be vicious.
Coming to an IHOP near you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Me, Big Moon, Cali Flay,
Woo!
Willie Dick Johnson, a.k.a. Devious. We're going to go rock at Chunkendales.
Woo!
I can't believe I just announced that.
The bigger the better, the tighter the sweater. You already know.
It's gonna be vicious.
So, yo, I mean, now that you came out here, Sharon's Boyz is definitely established out here in the 505. Y'all been doing your thing out here for a number of years, you know, and I remember when we first got together and I was still part of a station that you're on now. I have to say it formally, you know, congratulations. You know, keeping the black man's dream alive. I'm sorry this is New Mexico, but you know what I'm saying, to be a black man and be in the radio out here is definitely an accomplishment. And you're on mornings now, Power 106 with Double J. So how you liking that? How's that going?
I'm loving it, man. And, you know, it's literally a dream come true. Let's be honest. You know, I've been hosting and doing the behind the scenes thing and being on stage for the longest. Last thing I would ever thought is I'd be on somebody's radio. Like you said, when I met you, you were on the radio thing. And I remember, you know, my boss now offered me a street team job. And, you know, at the time, you know, Sharon's Boyz are doing cool, so that never panned out. But fast forward 3 years later, and literally when you say hustle, 3 years of hustle, sweat, tears, and this PG or R-rated. And a whole lot of coming. We was nothing everywhere. No, I'm playing. A whole lot of bitches. But
he's coming. Yeah. She's coming.
Who's coming? Who wants to come next? It's coming outside. But nah, a whole lot of partying but really hustling. And I got blessed with the opportunity. Met Double J 4 years prior when he was on another station out here. Just started kicking it with him, man. Really partying. You know, built up somewhat of a friendship and stayed in contact over the years. He came back out here and asked me to come on. He was like, "Hey man, you ain't doing nothing. Come on the show one day just to mess around." And shits and giggles turned into a job, basically. And yeah, we still shenanigans and debauchery.
That's good, you know. Is it true that Double J though actually played Remy on You're my monkey.
I can put the rumors to rest.
Okay.
He was not Remy.
Oh, he wasn't Remy.
On Higher Learning.
Oh, okay. Shouts out to Double J.
Yeah, man. Jay, that's my boy. That's my partner in crime, man.
Like top 3 movies, and if they made a movie about the life of LB, who would play LB?
Top 3 movies of all time?
Yeah.
Okay, don't judge me.
Okay.
First movie, hands down.
Friday Green to Make.
That is a good movie, but however, this is me being real, and anyone that really knows me knows I'm not lying about this. Probably one of the top movies would have to be Dirty Dancing. Don't judge me.
Oh, wow.
I know it's weird, but when I was like 6 years old, I would come home from school, and I had a half day, get off at like 12 o'clock, and I would watch Dirty Dancing, because nobody puts baby in the corner, bottom line. That was one of the hardest lines ever. Yes. I didn't know at the time that baby was a baby. He was like 22, she was like 16, but that's a whole nother conversation. Yeah. We ain't gonna get into that.
Yeah.
But Dirty Dancing, of course, Boyz in the Hood, and top 3. It'll probably have to be keeping it all real. Okay. And my family and the church people that I know don't judge me. Oriental Sluts. Now
that joint is good. I think
you seen that?
Yeah.
Now check this out. That was probably the first porno I enjoyed. And I'll leave it at that. I enjoyed it. Don't go into details. However, that helped educate me to this life I live now as far as the sexual part of it. All right. I was a porno baby. Don't look at me like that. You're judging me with your eyes right now. Don't do that, right?
So you judge through glasses?
Dirty Dancing, Boyz in the Hood, and Oriental Sluts. That's a lineup for your ass.
Man, cream of some young guy. Wow. Egg Rolls was going bars.
Man, he was focused, man.
Yes.
Little Daniel's son was on the downstroke,
man.
It was vicious. I tell you, everybody's going to go Google that, right?
Yeah, they're going to go Google it, right?
Don't Google it on your work computer, whatever you do.
No.
If you at work watching this right now, don't Google Oriental Sluts right now.
Termination.
You're going to get fired.
So who would play you in a movie?
Who would play me in a movie? I don't know. Honestly... I hate when people get on, it's every black man always say, oh, Denzel Washington or such and such. Will's a good one, but I don't look nothing like none of them. It would probably have to be Truck. Do you know who Truck is? Okay, Truck is, you remember Lean On Me? Yeah. Remember the little chubby boy, Fair East Side? Him. That's who would play me. He just got out of jail actually for selling weed in Arizona.
Yeah, he did.
In
Got
real
caught
life.
some pounds.
True
Yeah,
story.
caught some pounds.
He done lost a little weight, you know, because he was a little bigger. But that's somebody that can play me. We around the same size. I'm be raw, man. I ain't gonna say no Denzels, Will Smiths. I want somebody that sell weed in Arizona on their days off, but they still act on the side.
Well, what about Cedric the Entertainer?
Now, Said, hands down, Said is funny. Said got some money and Said got some clout. So if there's somebody we needed some exposure for the movie, Said all day. Said called me, return my calls, man. Still trying to get on your show. Even though they canceling it, but that's another story.
I think I can play it.
Moon, you know what the problem with you playing me would be? I think I would keep interrupting you the whole thing. Like, no, no. Moon, because Moon knows. See, Moon knows stuff about me a lot of people don't. Now, I think a lot of people remember Big Moon's birthday party, 3 years ago?
Oh, man.
At the now defunct, it was Pop, man, a lot of clubs are shutting down.
Yeah,
it was Paparazzi off Irving and Coors. And we threw, to this day, probably one of the best and funnest birthday parties.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Had the big party bus. Spice One was in that thing.
Yes, he was.
I ain't gonna.
There was a bunch of people there.
Moon know a lot of stuff that happened after the fact. You know, I went missing for like 24 hours after that party. And the car's still in the paparazzi driveway.
Yes.
And I'm on the party. It's a long story. But Moon know too much stuff about me to play me. Because he be telling secrets and stuff. You know, just, let's leave it.
The script.
Yeah, he'd be like, well, actually, what really happened was.
I'm in private, man.
There you go. So.
That's what it is.
But it'd definitely be a good movie, I'll tell you that much.
No, serious question, man. Serious, man. You know what I mean? Our president is black right now. Shouts out to Obama. Man, shouts out to Obama.
Yeah.
It's not about Obama, it's about your mama. And go vote for real. But being a black man in New Mexico, what is that experience like? You know what I'm saying? We just gonna jump off of something serious real quick because a lot of black people don't really understand what it means to be a black man in the state of New Mexico.
Let me say this first, and I'm gonna get real serious when we talk about Obama, but first I gotta point out, this dog is licking his balls right now, directly behind this camera.
Yeah, he's doing that on cue. That's for you.
Okay. He heard Oriental sluts and dog went somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay, but hold on. All joking aside, it's been so much talk, especially after the last election, about how black folks only voted for Obama because he was black. And I'll be the first to admit, yeah, I did. What's your point? However, I made it a point this time around to watch the election, watch the point of views, watch what they talking about, because I want to see if either one of these dudes, about something.
Yes.
I mean, there was some other candidates. I don't think we had the governor from out here, Gary Johnson. There's some other ones, but at the end of the day, Obama and Romney the only ones that had enough clout to get on that bill, and now they're going head to head. And when it's all said and done, Obama's a better president. I mean, it took Bush 8 years to fuck up this world. Obama only had 4. So I'm like, let him stay in office, let him do what he been doing, give him 4 more and let him, get the job done right. So I'm Obama, 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, yeah. All of the above. I'm riding with Obama, real talk. And being black in New Mexico, it started off hard. And honestly, it's sad to say.
I think he just came.
Yeah, I think so. It's weird because you either got people that love us. When I say us, I mean, black folks, or just the black culture, because even, it's white, Mexicans, Asians that are around us, so they have that same, man, I'll say the urban community, that's what I'll say. Mm-hmm. It's either they love us or they can't stand us. And I find out one thing about even being on our radio show, a lot of people, will say our radio shows, explicit, they'll say it's racist at times, they'll say a little bit of everything. Today somebody called and said we were ageist. Now I never knew what ageist was, but we were talking about old people. And somebody called up and said, well, if you're disrespecting old people, you're ageist. So we get new titles all day. However, but at the end of the day, it's like, it's weird because when we make these black jokes or these white jokes or these Spanish jokes, Mexican jokes, whatever, there's plenty of people laughing. So the reality is racism does exist, man. It's either you embrace it or you don't. And we just choose not to. I don't embrace it. It's like nobody's gonna hold me down. Where did Sharon's Boyz music group / promotions come from? It came from I couldn't find a job. My brother couldn't find a job, so we made a job. We started off Sharon's Boyz vending. We were selling vending machines in Richmond, Oakland, Vallejo, right there, in the Bay Area. Went from that, sold that business. Got a good chunk of change and invested into our music label. Started doing that. Seen there was a want and a hunger for promoting concerts and events and parties, so we took that over. You know, and I'm blessed. I started off literally just working with my brother. You know, my brother's the CEO of the company, and now I'm the president. No, I'm not the president just because I'm his brother. I'm the president because when I'm not doing this radio and hosting and starting my own porn, you know, I work my ass off. So, you know, I'm blessed. I'm sorry, man. I know somebody right now is like, why does he keep bringing up porn? Hey, it's just another part of me.
That's because we're actually in production for a new movie. It's called Gangnam Gangbang Style.
Too buku.
Yes, too boku for TV.
It's Gorillas in the Mist Part 2. After the bitch died. It's called.
Hey, it's crazy. It's all filmed in the Vietnamese jungle.
on one camera and a Polaroid camera. So that's how we did it. But footage is great, I'm telling you. Woo!
Yeah, you don't want to miss that, man.
Aside from filming the porno, what's something about you that not too many people know about? They don't know now.
Let's get real for a minute, man. Believe it or not, I used to be a youth pastor. I was a youth pastor in Vallejo, California.
Reverend Duro.
Yes, I started off as a Christian rapper.
Oh, hey,
yeah. This is the dog that was licking on itself earlier.
Yeah, Pimp just got finished watching Oriental Sluts.
Now I want to come lick on my end. Nah, I was a youth pastor, man. Believe it or not, I do believe in God. I am a Christian. I don't follow the Bible like I used to, so to speak. But at the end of the day, you know, I do believe God exists, you know. I believe I wouldn't be where I am today without him. You know, I give all praise to God, you know. You know, I thank him daily. You know, I pray, try to get to church as much as I can.
Absolutely.
You know, I tell everybody, put God first, regardless what your life is, regardless what you're doing. I say never stop praying. Some people say, oh, you're so bad or you're doing so much wrong. You know, how could you mention God? You know, at the end of the day, I still believe God watches over me. You know, my mom's in heaven. I believe I want to see her one day. In order to do that, she was a missionary. She believed in God, so I do too.
I'm telling you, God is your co-pilot, man. Your plane's going down like Captain Sully's plane. You don't want that to happen, man. Switch seats if God's your co-pilot, man.
I messed up the whole momentum, got all serious.
I know,
and
man.
Let's do like the one dude. Oh, Lord, right there. The 3 a.m.
I know exactly.
And right now, we just want to pray with these blessed cloths. And
yeah. Yes.
Woo! Just saying, no.
Boy, you are.
That's it.
The music scene, you know, and we've delved a lot into it. You know, we actually had the Thursday Nights Lives, trying to bring the music scene to the forefront a little bit. What advice can you give to the music scene here in Albuquerque, as far as the artists, what they're doing, how they're doing it? What advice can you give to these artists? Because they need some advice.
Honestly, if you want to be a rapper or a singer or a producer, hone your craft. Especially if you want to be a rapper or a singer, don't go out and buy a studio because you can get it. Don't buy the new Mac or the new whatever PC because it comes with a garage band or whatever. Don't do any of that. Just start writing. Stop going. The biggest problem I have with a lot of rappers nowadays is before they even have honed their craft and they're any good lyrically or any good as far as producing the beat, they want to go and buy the Mac because it has GarageBand or Fruity Loops and they start producing this crap. And that's why you never make it on anything. Those are the ones you see end up getting cut off X Factor, American Idol, and The Voice all on the same day. It's like, just hone your craft. And then when you feel like you got to a level where you are good and you are somewhat of a professional, then go in a good studio and find a producer, a manager, or someone to help you. Don't go try to be your own producer. I know the independent game is the way to go, don't get me wrong. But instead of, if you're not a producer, don't try to be a producer. You know, I heard a preacher once say, stay in your lane. Easiest advice I give anyone. What is your lane? You know, if you're a singer, stay singing. Don't try to be a singer and a producer. You know, if you're a producer, stay producing. Don't try to be a dancer. Bottom line is everybody see R. Kelly, and I got to use him because R. Kelly arranged, produced, composed, mixed. He do everything on his albums. He's one of a few. But most people can't do that, so don't try. Instead of focusing on 5 things at once, focus on one thing at once.
Yes.
Be the best at that.
Yes.
And just stick to it, man.
Yes.
Stay in your lane.
Yes.
That was deep right there. Kids stay in school. Only prevent forest fires and look both ways for crossing the street.
Write that down.
Yeah, there you go.
If people want to get in touch with you as far as really anything, you're jack of all trades as well.
Yes.
How can they get in touch with you?
Best way to get in touch with me, man, is Facebook. I'm big on social media. Facebook.com/LBS Unique. That's LB's Unique, LBSUNIQUE. Twitter.com/LBsUnique, LBsUnique. Believe it or not, I'm still on this. MySpace.com/LBDirect, LBDIRECT. For y'all that don't know, Justin Timberlake and all his partners just bought out MySpace. So they about to revamp and make it a whole music page, whole music social network. So go on and add that back up. Go log back in if you got that. So when they do it, they don't charge you. That's some free advice for y'all that's really in the music game. If you got social media, man, that's your best forefront. You know, if you can't promote yourself, then what are you? If you don't have 100 people that like you, don't come talk to me. Don't go talk to any type of promoter, producer, anything. Bottom line, you need to get 100, at least. That's your start. Get 100 people that like you. Because if 100 of those people at least tell 50 of their friends, now you got 150 people. And then the process continues to go. Before you know, you got thousands of people that like you and might never even met you. But if you don't got no one in your own hometown that likes you, don't expect Universal, the Puff Daddies, and the Birdmans, and whatever to come out here and come find you. Then it's not going to happen. If you don't have fans, the biggest thing I can say, and I got to get props, and not because his manager's standing right here, Sir Trigger. I remember we did Thursday Night Live.
Yeah.
That man came through the first time he did it. Came through, had a whole squad with T-shirts on, had dancers with the matches. Man, these dogs and stuff. I keep my bitches around me. What you know about that? Yeah. Oh no, but he came through. He looked good. Had dancers. Everybody had his shirts on. You know, they represent. He did a hot show, but he brought a fan base. You know, that's something a lot of people don't realize. These people, they want to book these shows. Everybody wants to get paid to perform. But if you're not bringing in 100 or more people to any stage, to any performance, why me as a promoter would I pay you? And I know some people might get mad at this, but the reality is reality. If you don't have fans, if you can't bring in numbers, no real promoter is going to pay you to perform. That's the realest thing. That's why anyone that knows me now, we do a lot where I let the artists sell tickets. You know, that's not so you making me money. That's so you make your own money. That's so you can prove to me that you have a fan base. Now you bring that fan base, then you're good to go. That's the realest thing, man. Get some fans. Stop coming to shows and you wonder why everybody leaves when you start performing. That's because they're not your fans.
Wow.
That's the realest thing in the world.
Message.
If you get on the stage and everybody goes the other way, leaves, go get a corn dog or some popcorn, or go outside and talk to their baby mama to tell her, lie and say they still at work, whatever. Hands is, you just ain't talented. Or
Message.
You don't got a fan base. So build up your fan base. You know, if you don't have it, and that's the other thing, respect it. If you know you're not bringing in 100 people, don't say, man, well, I wish I can get paid. Or don't bitch and complain. Thank the Sir Triggers and the who's the other ones out there, the Griff Lamars. You know, thank the Jazzy Hazes for bringing their fans to see you. That's what you do. And that's the best advice I can give you. Don't be mad at these other artists that you got to open for. If they got the fan base, man, do your damn job. All right?
Message.
That's the realest thing I ever wrote, man. I know some be so mad, man. Bring all the, you can send all hate mail to Facebook.com/ALBsUnique. Hit me up with it, man. I don't mind.
Read the screen.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that you want to shout out, say what's up to?
Shout out, man. Cali Flay, Devious.
Man.
My brothers, Dog Johnson, Ant Hops, man. Those are my brothers, man. They all the co-founders and owners of Sharon's Boyz music group. Of course, man, gotta shout out the whole Sharon's Boyz family. Jazzy Hayes, man, Griff Lamar, Super back in the habit. Malik Swain, man, gotta get props here. Of course, the Wolfpack, man. Can't go nowhere without the Wolfpack, man. I love them, man. They hold me down, I hold them down. A lot of haters out there, but man, we doing our thing, man. Wolfpack, 2012.
That's a very elusive group.
Yes.
It's like the Shriners.
There you go.
You can't get in
but
there.
But better.
You can't get in there.
Yeah, you gotta know somebody that knows somebody.
And
my twin sister, can't forget her.
TC, what up,
TC,
baby?
man. My little sister Odessa, man, just had a birthday. Shoot, everybody, man. Shoot, I get ghetto real quick. My baby mama, and them nooks and. Nah,
yeah.
To everybody that's holding me down, man. If I mention your name, you know who you are. If you're a good individual and you hold me down, if you came and cooked a meal, I hate cleaning, so if you came and cleaned my house, did some laundry, whatever, I thank you. Because without you, I wouldn't look like this. All right? All I know how to do is get in the shower. The rest, man, you see these Jordans? I don't know how to buy them. I know how to get the money. But shit, somebody else got to go pick them up. I don't know how to dress to save my life. Shout out to my sister and them other girls.
Big Moon, you got anything else?
Shouts out, man, to the gracious host for allowing us to do the high seat, man, over here today, man.
You
My
can see
man,
where we at, man.
Young Fingers.
Yes, Young Forever Clothing.
Forever. Young Fingers. If you don't know who this man is, Google him. He's not the Spanish Fingers.
No.
This is the real deal Holyfield, man. Young Fingers, Young Forever. If you're looking for that fresh, hot fit, you need to come to Young Forever. The address is what?
1201 San Mateo, Southeast 87108.
1201 San Mateo, Southeast. You can't miss sign. Let me say this real quick. Anyone that's seen me literally probably in the last 4 or 5 months, any shows I do for the most part, I rock something that's Young Forever. I'm not just rocking it just because, he asked me to. Nah, I'm rocking it because I support this brand, man. I support what the man stands for. I support what he's doing. And it's hot clothes. Bottom line, man. Young Fingers is doing his thing, man, coming out of Texas. And he's out here, man, hot stuff, man. Got something for everybody. Whether you the kids, big kids, it's Young Forever. I know I'm a little older. I ain't gonna say I'm old, but I'm older. But yeah, man, I rock it too. I am Young Forever, man. It is what it is, man. You see it.
Yeah.
Next stop Disneyland. Shout out to Young Fingers.
Shout out to Young Fingers. Shout out to my man, Sir Trigger, man. SR2T Eternity, forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he owe me some money. I said his name like 3 times. I done said his name like 3 times in this interview.
Right.
I want to check.
Doing too much.
Shoot, I know he got money.
If you ain't doing too much, you ain't doing enough. Man.
Yeah,
Get
real
your weight
talk.
up.
And I gotta say that's the biggest thing, man. Shout out to Doing Too Much because I've known you for a couple of years now, and we took some trips, some crazy. Oh man, matter of fact, shout out T Streets, man. Shout out to the homie T Streets.
J.O.B. man, J.O.B. for life, man. Jump off the bankroll, jump on the bitch.
We don't want the rest. But man, real talk, man. It's other people I know I'm forgetting, but real talk. Shout out to those that's doing it, man. G5 Fly Entertainment, man. Everybody, man, get your shine on, man. But like I was saying about you, I've seen you come up the code, from Barcode Entertainment and now with the Doing Too Much TV. This is what I'm talking about, man. I'm talking about cats that when I came out here 4 years ago, might have just been doing the same thing we was doing, selling CDs, and have went to another level. That's real hustling to me. Those are the people I respect, and those are the people I still fool with to this day. Like, people ask me all the time, it's like, LB, how much do you charge the host, or, why I only see you around certain cats? And the reality is, I don't mess with everybody. And some folks, I know those who've hustled and have held me down from the day they met me. And those are the cats I'm still gonna deal with. Am I partial to any one person? Nah. I rock with anybody. If you cool, you on my level, let's go, man. You wanna know me. A friendship ain't nothing but a bottle away. Don't judge me, but that's the reality. Shoot, you got the right bottle and the right conversation, man. You too can be a friend. I might not give you my number or nothing, but holla at a player. But no.
Dark and clear.
There you go, man. Once that Hennessy get in the media industry, my enemies. Shout out to Buck D and man Teray too, man. But that's it. Look, I'm ghetto, man. I'm shouting at everybody. I'm also shouting out people, baby mamas in a minute.
Wow.
Oh, not like that.
Oh, I was very excited.
Wow. I wasn't saying it like that.
Wow.
Not like I mess with their baby mamas. Wow. I was saying like, see, that's why I'm
nigga, your little kid doing good, nigga.
See, your kid got them new shoes, right, player?
Right. I took some gummy bears to your kid, nigga.
I took them trick-or-treating now.
Man, if you ain't doing too much, you ain't
doing
enough,
man. Bottom line, man, is this here, man. It's your boy LB, man. Next stop, Disneyland, man. Let's go.
It's been awesome.
Yeah, look, young forever, yeah, I live that. My skateboard in my backpack, my snapback in my green sack. You know where to find me, know where I'll be at. Live in Club Envy, we throwing bottles back, and after that,